In this video, we're going to look at how we can use the TruffleHog tool to explore source code in repositories and look for secrets and other valuable information that could be helpful to us when performing web application attacks or other penetration tests. TruffleHog is a tool specifically designed to allow you to scan your own repositories to look for any kind of secrets that could pose a security risk for your product, which can be extremely helpful when doing internal penetration tests. TruffleHog works by looking at the version history of a code repository, analyzing the resources and permissions associated with it, and then looking through all of this data to find these secrets. TruffleHog also provides integrations and hooks to prevent secrets from being put into your repository in the first place, as well as providing you with remediation around tracking your different key types and helping you get rid of anything that's present in your repository. So to get started, we first need to install TruffleHog. In this case, we're going to be doing the installation on a Windows system with Docker installed. And rather than installing the tool directly on our system, we're just going to be running it directly from a Docker container. But there are distributions available for you, whether you're on Linux, Windows, or Mac OS. So to get started with TruffleHog, we're going to run the command seen on the screen here, which is docker run -rm-it-v, and then in double quotes, $curly brace pwd closing curly brace :/pwd truffle security /trufflehog github --repo https://github.com/trufflesecurity/test keys, and then hit enter. And now we can see the output from this command. And what this command has done is scanned the GitHub repository that we pointed it to, which in this case was the Truffle Security Test Keys repository, and returned to us any secrets which it found. And if we scroll down to where the green text starts, we can see the results of what it found. Each green checkmark denotes a new entry into the secrets that were found during the scan. So looking at the first green checkmark block, we can see that it found a verified result. The detector type was AWS or Amazon Web Services with a plain decoder. It gives us the raw result, and it tells us the resource type is an access key. We then have an account number associated with it, and then we have a true Boolean value beside isCanary, and we have more description below that with the message, "This is an AWS Canary token generated at canarytokens.org." And then we have information about the ARN, as well as the commit number where this secret was found, any emails associated with it. It is a keys file. It was found on line 4, and then it gives us a direct link to that repository location. So we can click on that link, and it takes us directly to that file. And here we can see the AWS access key ID located in the test keys/keys file. Returning to our terminal, we can scroll through and see that we get similar information in multiple different blocks, showing us all the different locations where secrets were found. At the end of the green text, we see that we have found an unverified result. An unverified result means that TruffleHog has not confirmed that this key can be used live for SSH or SSL. But it does still mean that a private key was found, and in the raw result, we can see the private key itself. Once again, we have the information like commit number, email, where the file was found, and a direct link to that file. And then at the bottom, we have a summary output which can be useful for reporting purposes, telling us what the scan found. Some relevant bits of information to us would be the verified secrets field, telling us it found 3 verified secrets, and the unverified secrets field, telling us it found 1 unverified secret. Now this scan was done on a GitHub repo, but we can scan other things like Amazon S3 buckets, Docker images, GitLab, various continuous integration tools, and more. If we return to the command we originally used, which was truffle security /trufflehog GitHub, which is using the GitHub command to the TruffleHog tool, we could pass --help to that command to see more information about what we can provide to that subcommand. And in the output, we can see the information about the GitHub command now, which tells us this finds credentials in GitHub repositories. And then we have a long list of the flags that we can set when performing our scan. So this can be very useful when performing custom scans or tuning your scans to your use case. And for every subcommand, we can perform that same help flag to get more information. So for example, I could also get the help around Git, and this tells us that this command finds credentials in Git repositories, and it has its own associated flags. So this can be a good way of figuring out how to use a certain subcommand in TruffleHog. So as we've seen, TruffleHog can be a powerful tool for scanning through your repositories and seeing what kind of secrets you might have accidentally exposed, and give you a good way to remediate and remove those secrets from being exposed to the public. This can be a great tool when performing web application penetration tests, and in terms of getting up and running with TruffleHog, the tool takes a minimal amount of time to get set up and start running actual scans on your repositories.